All right, today's simple. I'm gonna help you extend your range time. I'm gonna give you something else to do, and that is simple: clean your guns. And today I'm gonna show you how to properly break down and clean the Glock 43x right here on the tailgate of the old 2500. Let's get after it. So one of the most simple and easy and effective ways to clean at least your barrel while you're out on the range is by simply getting a bore snake. These pack down really tight, fit in any range bag, and put some CLP with it, and it's gonna do a good job on keeping your barrel clean on the inside. Now, I like to do a little bit more than this because there's a lot of components here. I wanna make sure that it's cleaned up and lubed up exactly the way it should be. So, we're gonna do a full breakdown here, and I'm using this today. It's the Hoppe's Range Cleaning Kit. It is simply, in my opinion, one of the greatest little kits to carry with you. What I've got here is a full mat, and check this out. When you pop it open, you'll see, bam, you've got everything you need right here. You've got your mat to clean on so you're not getting additional crap from the table or tailgate or wherever you're cleaning your firearm at. You got all the additional pieces here, which I love that it's all in a little compartment area, so when you fold it back up, it all stays together. The only thing it doesn't have is your bore cleaner and your lubricant, which I've got those here. And a little plus is my bore cleaner bottle has a little leak in it. So like I smell like Hoppe's. And that's the best smell in the world. Okay, anyways, so we've got everything laid out here. We've got our Glock 43x. We've already checked it to make sure that it's clear, so let's get into breaking this down. Very simple. I love when people learn how to do this because once you learn, it happens so fast. You can do this in a couple of minutes while you're out of the range, and then you know you're gonna have a firearm that's clean, protected, and a little bit safer when you're out shooting. All right, so we've got our Glock 43x here, and this is such a simple process. All we're gonna do is go ahead and release our slide, and we're gonna go ahead and squeeze our trigger, of course pointing in a safe place. We've already cleared our firearm. Once we do that, you can see that little groove on that side. It's a little slide. It's on that side as well. And what you're gonna do, and people hold these different ways, so there's no right or wrong necessarily, but you're gonna pull those down while you're pulling the slide back just a little bit, and you'll feel it pull all the way down, and then your slide will slide all the way forward. Pops right off, there we go. Our recoil spring assembly pops right out. Our barrel slides forward a little bit and then pops out, and that's it. That's all we're gonna break the firearm down today. So simple, so fast. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my phosphor bronze brush and I'm gonna run it through my barrel a few times. I'm just trying to break everything up a little bit. I'm gonna swap out my brush here. Now that I've got it brushed down, we'll put it up. And I'm gonna swap over to my patch tool. And basically, I'm gonna use the Hoppe's gun bore cleaner. I'm just gonna put a healthy amount on there. I'm gonna run it through my patch holder there on the corner. And I wanna take this and I'm just gonna kind of clean it up a little bit. It's gonna get super filthy. If it does get super filthy, pull it out, put a new one in there. But being as though we're out here, we're not trying to do something super thorough, we're just trying to get a basic clean on everything. We'll put that through once, then we're gonna get a couple of new patches. Now what I wanna do is I wanna run this through and I want it to be clean. I wanna get a clean patch back, no grime on it, no mess on it, nothing. Just get it cleaned up. That's great. So we got a good patch. Now with my last patch, I'm gonna go ahead and put some lubricant. If you go too heavy on the lubricant here, you don't want your firearm, especially if you're shooting through a suppressor or anything like that, you don't want to have too much lubricant in there. I just want to have enough to protect it a little bit. So I'm gonna put some of that through there. If you do get too much, you can go ahead and put one more dry wipe through after you get done. I didn't put a lot on there. I feel good about what I have. So now what we're gonna get to is cleaning the other pieces. While we've got the barrel, let's just go ahead and wipe it down. And what I use here is I use a patch with lubricant on it. Very simple. We're just gonna put enough on there we can do some work. And all we're gonna do is wipe it all down. Guys, this doesn't have to be a long process. If you know how to break down your gun properly and you know what you're doing, then this is quick and easy. All we're trying to do is get it all cleaned up. I'm gonna do the same thing on my slide here. Let's go ahead and wipe it down. If you can't get to all the places, that's why I love this Hoppe's kit, is because you got some picks in there that you can use. And so we're gonna try to get everything cleaned up all around our sights, We're gonna use our pick there to kind of help get that in the tight areas, especially around my sights right there, because they collect dust, obviously. Same thing back here on my rear sight. It's beautiful. In my groove, perfect. All right, awesome. So, as you can see, we've got this cleaning up real well. So all we've done is rub that down. We've got the Hoppe's lubricant on there. And now we're gonna do the same thing with the frame. We're gonna just try to get it cleaned up all the way around. All right, get all the crap out of there. The last thing you want is for you to actually have to use this in a real life situation where you're protecting yourself or your family and it not fire because there's something that is stopping it from firing because you haven't cleaned it in a while or because you haven't paid attention or managed your firearm the way that you need to. So, all right, so we've kind of got everything knocked down that way. Now we're gonna take our Hoppe's number 9, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on any metal part that touches another metal part, and you can kind of see where it's worn in different areas. And so I'm going to put this on those areas. The thing is, you can't really mess this up a lot, especially inside of a Glock like this. So we're going to take it in there, rub it down a little bit. Good. All right, so we've got our frame taken care of. Now on our slide, quick little easy trick to do is to get in your slide cuts here is we're going to put a drop of lubricant on the back of the slide. Put one there on both sides. So I've put lubricant there and there, and then we're going to set it up and just let it run all the way down. This is a great little trick. It'll have to sit over here in the little cup holder of my tailgate. I don't really know what these things are for. No, stay flat. There we go. All right, got a flat space for that. Now that we've got kind of everything wiped down with lubricant, the last thing I want to do is I just want to take a dry patch, kind of come back over it, make sure I'm getting any excess off of there. I don't like there to be excess lubricant. I just like it to be nice and protected. So just kind of wiping everything down. Same thing on my frame, wiping everything down. I'm not going to get into the metal parts. I don't want to wipe the lubricant off of that. And so got all that wiped down. Our recoil spring assembly doesn't really need much. All right, our lubricant has made it all the way down the slide cuts there. I'm just gonna spread some of it around here again to any metal pieces. And that's that. Now we're gonna put it all back together, and it's so simple. First thing you're gonna do is take your barrel, slide it in a little bit, and slide it back. You can take your recoil spring assembly, and pop it in there, just like that. And now we're just gonna put it all right back on the frame. And all we do is line it up, slide it back, slide and release it. Now we want to functions test it. Just real simple, rack it a couple of times just to make sure you don't have any issues there. Lock it in the back, great. Bring it forward, and we want to point in a safe location, and we want to go ahead and pull the trigger, making sure that it does what it's supposed to do. Excellent. Gonna go ahead and hold it, do a quick reset. Excellent, working exactly like it should. All right, that's all there is. And now I bought you a little bit more time in the great outdoors or at the range or wherever you happen to be shooting at. You can get it all cleaned up, and you know you're gonna have a firearm that's safe the next time you go to pull it out to shoot it. Guys, I can't say this enough. Don't skip this step. It's so important. A lot of people buy a gun and they just think that it's good forever, and that's just not the case. It takes a lot of work to make sure that you're keeping it to the right shape that it should be in. Like anything else, it's a tool. If you don't sharpen your tools, they're more dangerous. If you don't keep this clean, it is more dangerous. So go ahead, clean your firearm. It's a great excuse. Every time at the end of range day, just go and knock it out, and you're gonna smell like Hoppe's afterwards. And there's really nothing better than that. So anyways, if there's a firearm you wanna see me break down and clean, drop that in the comments. I'll go ahead and knock that out for you, or any other videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Luke with True Southern TV. See y'all next time.